a fix for the technical issues. Meanwhile, we will be following what the image we do have from here with Aquarius trying to. I already see people up the road, Alapera, and Leo is following, I assume, or Gabi? It is Gabi. Uh,
It's Gabby, it's Gabby.
so, right
Gabi.
now, we have 40 minutes seconds advantage. Sorry, 40 seconds advantage for the actual Alapera break. It doesn't uh, say much because there's chase going on, people trying to join it, people trying to control that. So let's see if there can actually be a coordinated break following Alapera.
I hear your voice doubled. Anyone looks the stream?
What, sorry?
Ah, no, no, no. It was my bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
Welcome to everyone. We apologize for the hello Yubi. We apologize for the technical issues. We are having some words technical issues today, but
yes.
right now, while the image is not the best, we do have finally live image of the race. Alapera going. Frabo, can you show us the E1 group, please?
Of course. No, because I'm installing the application in the
Yeah. So. Just a quick look. We have Kosti, we have Alapera, Carlos, and Gabi, I believe. So Alapera continues to push forward, still trying to get advantage, even though he was pretty much within the range of his chasers. Let's see if he will continue to insist alone or decide to work with them. Yes, Yubi, I'm aware. We are trying to resolve the situation. It is not ideal, but it is the image I'm receiving as well. It's technical issues with the actual Discord. As we lose image for just a bit. Um, Frabo is restarting Discord, I assume. Finn?
Yep. Yeah.
Right. Yes, I think so.
Okay, Frabo is back, and well, let's see if he has
Oh,
good quality right now.
Ah, yeah, that looks way much better. I think
Oh, let's
it's
see how it
again.
looks. Uh, you,
It's a bit laggy again,
Yubi,
but
tell us if you have better quality now, please.
for me it looks a bit better now. A some bit laggy sometimes, but way much better than before.
Yes, I do believe that there
perfect.
are improvements, so we're gonna stick with this image.
But the problem we have to test is the next time.
Yeah, Frabo, don't worry about that. It is what it is, and we have it on now, so we need to work with it. So let's keep following the race.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, as we have in the peloton, I think everyone is trying to put men in the brake. Is this correct?
Yes, I can give you a recap.
Please do. Thank you.
We had mini attack squad front who's Gabby who started things off. I think the stream actually saw that. We currently have Aquarius out front with his 72 mountain and 80 mountain. Alapara is 80 mountain and 75 mountain. Some guys were caught
Also,
behind,
an attack
including
of.
myself.
Okay.
And we've now got a main bunch full of punchers and 80 mountain guys and a few domestics, and then the main bunch
So,
consists of
I don't understand why Alpha is facing behind.
I think I know what he does. I know this issue. Maybe he has it, maybe not, and he doesn't.
I think he's wanting to chase this breakaway, so now people have to work to chase his own breakaway.
Okay.
The thing is, I sometimes that in downhills I protect my leader with maintain position, but the protector goes on 99 efforts and go up the saddle. I don't understand
Yeah,
this.
he was just chasing that middle of the group, so now
Yeah,
it's
okay.
somebody else's incentive to try chase
Yeah,
his
that
actual
indeed.
Okay,
break.
Joe is facing now. Okay, so do you think this breaker could arrive or not?
No.
Obviously not. It's a classic, I
No,
think.
obviously. Also for me, it's a big no.
Yeah,
And Joe is attacking, I think. No, he's only facing with
He's
1000.
just putting someone on relay, so
I do apologize for the lack of image. I'm just popping out the stream so I can give you better look at it, and there you
Are
go.
you still lagging?
And no, a bit, but it's way much better than before, and it is what it
Okay.
is. And I see clear images and can recap what happened.
Oh,
Okay.
this doesn't work.
So Leo is pacing behind with a Formentino is attacking. Formentino attack with his 18.
Okay, we are back.
But who is not lasting?
We are back.
Joe is not lasting. Okay. There is a gap. And
Oh, we have Swetson in there trying to as well join the actual
no,
party.
he also made the gap. Okay, but with this move, Leo reduced the gap of 30 seconds, and we have only 1 minute and 20. Done.
So can we see which riders are in break? Like which with which?
Yes,
death?
Frabo,
Okay,
move
we
to
have
we
have
won, yes.
280, then a 75, and a 72, I think. No, yes, 72.
Yeah, okay. And
Yes.
Aquarius and Paris.
Yes, Appius, we are, and thank you for watching. We would be hearing you sing right now if you were in the lobby, most likely, or in the chat at least. Okay, so right now the race is a bit stretched. We have two groups trying to break. Ale
Well,
Perez,
Leo is out with 4 guys, but he's waiting out
yeah,
there.
And
Ale
Leo Pin,
Perez group has a 1 minute advantage, and Leo just got
Spanish group. Let's call him Spanish group.
yes.
The Spanish group, okay, another gap, another role.
Yes,
Situation.
Campione takes the front now.
But
But-
this is not a pace to catch.
No, he's
No,
just
no,
controlling
it
the race. Frabo, what would you do in this
Ghost-
particular
Ghost becomes to
situation
the front
if
now.
you were in the actual?
situation,
Would you attack to join them or would you pace?
no, it's too late, I think, to join them.
Indeed, yes, it would cost too much energy for the guys they want to join.
That is
I
true.
think the best move is the one of the break. And I think in the break they should try to. For me, if I was in the break, I try to put the break with more than a minute, no, more than 2 minutes before the Passo Montegioro, and then try to attack with the 83 mountain and Passo Montegioro from the group to try to overreach.
Well, that
So bridge
sounds
the 80.
Okay, we're hearing Frabo's expertise. He is actually known for his successful long-range
yes,
attacks.
indeed. Well, I'm not that guy for that long range attacks. I would probably wait till the last climb for attack, probably, or for the sprint, because I.
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of people here. Some of the contenders will want to avoid a sprint because if there's two great sprinters in this group, or even three, we have Leo, Ale Perry, and Joe, even the Brit Swagson, so half the lobby will probably fear half the other lobby's sprinting skills. Would you say that it's in their interest to try and avoid a sprint and to cause a gap right there in that final climb before the actual descent?
I'm sure we will see attack. The great players here are great in energy management and everything, so of course.
Yes, Frabo,
Okay,
press
okay,
F2. Press F2 once, please. Frabo.
I think this
Frabo,
move is
Frabo.
completely.
Frabo,
Yes.
please listen to me. Press F2 once, please.
F2.
So that your rider's bar disappears. No, F2, not F.
Elmo.
Could you stop giving your opinions on stream and press F2, Frabo, please?
Please.
On
No,
stream,
okay.
no, on lobby, I mean. On the actual race. Okay, thank you. Now, Frabo, you were saying that this move. You were saying about this move.
Okay, for me, this was not the best move because I don't think they waited. They wait for waiting the two sprinters. They lost more or less 20 seconds. So yeah, for me the important is but they are in they have two players in front and better than me. So I think they will they will team play better than me. But for me the best option is only be on the top of Passo Montegioro with only with the 80 and maybe averaging with the 80.
thing is, the profile is very interesting because we have the force flat about 28 kilometers here. The riders lose the whole time a bit of bar, so they.
Remember, there is a downhill of more than 15 kilometers between Passo Montegiavo and the Passo del Nove.
Yes, but there's one
Yes,
thing.
but
There's
it
one
costs
thing.
a bit of the.
Yeah, I was gonna say one thing is to actually recover energy, and the other thing is the actual blue bar that you will
Yes,
lose if you push
that's
too
what
hard.
I mean. That's what.
So that's what Finn means, and he's not wrong. I mean, if you lose too much blue bar, you will eventually pay for it in that final
in the
climb.
final climb. In Motoriolo, of course not. But when you lose too much of the actual blue bar, you will have more or less energy than others in the final climb, and then
Indeed,
you
indeed.
can't
And
attack. You only have to follow then, and this is
the only
not the
redeeming
easiest
quality
situation.
for people in that situation, and it might work, might not work, is that there is a downhill ending, which means you do have some leverage, a very small, but you do have some to spend some blue bar. You just need to make sure that you have enough to cross uh, the actual final climb with everyone else. If you lose, as soon as you lose a wheel, you're definitely not going to make it to the end of the stage with them because they are going to pace hard in that descent, and they will try to sprint with less people as possible, obviously.
It will also be interesting who have how much guys for the final climb, because this will be very important when you go with one or two guys
I
in
think
it,
I can
or you have
answer.
three of it.
I think I can safely answer that Joe Whiteley will probably be one of the people. I wouldn't say the only one because there's really good talent in this lobby, some world-class players. But
Yeah, of course, of course.
Joe Whiteley is definitely one of the greatest energy managers that there is in Pro Cycling Manager right now.
But
Yes.
He's very good at it.
Ale Pera also, I
Ale
think.
Perra as well, obviously.
Nibu
But
is also a great energy manager.
Ale Perra
well-
is a tremendous player, and he's actually the odds favorite for this evening. Not just of the bogus Fiti Bank, but everyone seems to point him out as the actual possible winner. Let's see if that comes to be or not. There's quite a good pool here. I see guys like Leo, Gabi, Joe, and maybe even Swaxon.
The gap is creating. Is
I-
creating the gap in the
Oh,
group? No.
oh,
Oh,
is he? Let's see.
I mean, well, what can we say about great players
the
or
way the
something
gap is
in
going.
this lobby? This lobby is just all great players when you get in the final of the Champions League and Classic, I think.
Okay, Frabo,
So-
keep us there right now. Yes, anyone, thank you.
This is interesting, of course. The pace very up.
Oh wait,
for-
yeah, Campione is pacing behind right now.
Also
Swaxon
facing a lot.
is the alternative British kit. Okay, so Joe is the other one. Noted.
Yes. Well, Swaxon has to win it because I said. My
Yes,
money
this
on
is true, Yubi. Welcome once again, and yes, that would be very helpful indeed if they get that 130-minute cap at the bottom. It is. It won't be. It is very helpful. So we will see where this goes, where this movement goes.
The gap is
it. 1 minute 24.
yes.
Yes.
Well, but they won't make it, I think. But it's interesting how hard the pace in the peloton is. I expect
Yeah.
not that hard pace. To be fair.
It's a really good time to actually put some pace right now in the
Yes, indeed.
downwards inclining part. So we still have the same foreman in the front. Now only around 1 minute gap. Campione really trying hard to reduce that distance and bridge to the front, not bridge, catch the actual break because everyone's
Also
still
called
together in the
going on
peloton.
micro. Also called going on micro effort.
Yes, yes, yes.
Nah, but in this case it's something different. To be fair.
Oh, what happened? What happened with the Brit there, Frabo?
Yeah, probably ran out of
Okay.
energy and don't want to block someone.
I think he zeroed him. I believe it
Yeah,
was
the
because
gap decreased a lot
I-
now.
I
Under the minute.
thought it was a zeroing because I saw just part of it as I was looking at my actual OBS. So we
Yes,
have.
yes, it was
Ah,
zeroing.
okay,
because
thank you. We have Alipera with two guys, Sanchez, which is a 72 mountain guy from Aquarius Streams, not Aquarius Carlos. Let's keep that in mind.
It's important.
Very similar
Okay,
players,
now-
but two different people. Do not confuse them.
Okay, so I have another question before the
Yes,
group
please
starts.
shoot, Frabo, shoot.
For you, Who
Yep.
is the best energy manager, Joe or Leo?
I
Definitely
would
Joe.
not
I was
definitely
Joe.
Joe of those. I would also I'm not known that much how good the energy management of Leo is, but when we talk about the best energy management guy in this lobby, I would also count Alapera in there.
Yes.
He can probably compete in energy management
Alefare
with
is
Joe.
the most complete rider player, I think.
The best
Indeed.
all rounder. Yes, that's
And
absolutely
on
Ale Perry.
this profile is probably making for him. I saw him play in a tour lobby on a similar profile in this
The
Champions
way
League
Gabi
already.
in front, Gabi in front, maybe
Interesting.
same
Oh,
total.
Robbie, yeah,
Yeah, let's watch.
moving, entirely
will-
moving his lineup, his 5 riders. Ghosty
Ghost,
follows.
also good place there.
Gabi is great, I think.
There
And
is a
then
gap
Ghost,
creating.
Ghost.
I was gonna say that Frabo has a good point. Leo is an awesome energy manager, but
Who's back? Who's back? Joe, what's
Joe
up?
Whiteley.
here he is. Joe is very cold-blooded. I know Joe very well. I've played with him countless times, and if there's something he never does. He never panics, and this is the right thing to do when you are dropped like this. You don't
Indeed,
panic.
yes.
You set your pace. You quietly get back into it, or else you would be wasting precious energy. As for
that's
Frabo's, yes, sorry.
Yeah, no, yes, that's something that's really important.
Yes,
But
and
that you don't panic then, because when I play, I know myself. When I drop, sometimes
They stop it basically.
I panic and go on 99 or something,
yes,
and
that might
kill
be
my riders.
that will be detrimental to your race if you
You should
actually
not
panic.
go 99, you should go 85 maybe, not
Yes.
85,
Okay,
99.
To
But-
respond to
but-
Frabo's question, I think Leo is also a tremendous energy manager, but I think Joe's been a bit.
Remember, Leo won with an amazing gap.
I'm gonna say this. I think Joe's ability to manage his energy has been underestimated because he hasn't been in the scene for long. He hasn't won a bunch of medals in the World Championships yet. I think we'll have a proper opportunity to look at his skills not only here in the Champions League, but in the actual big stage that are the World Championships. So I don't know if he'll succeed or not, but he has good chances. He has the skill set. So do the others that are here, obviously. So, which makes today's race very unpredictable because everyone here can actually try
Now,
and have a chance
what
to
do you
win.
think that would be the attack of Alefare?
Nah,
No, I think it's going to be the final climb.
I think he will wait. I think he will wait until the final climb. But this stage is probably made for Alapera, I would say. He's good in attacking and then keep it in the downhill and win. I saw him winning a stage
Okay, Leo Falandri.
Falandri on the attack with his
No, Gab and Leo.
No, Leo.
with his 83 mountain. Yes, now it will be interesting who plays behind.
So Leo moves his 3 men into the front, trying to bridge to E1. He's trying to make the difference.
Maybe only to creating a little of gap.
Well, it's important to get that gap as soon as possible, and Leo thinks this is the right time to do it. He has a 15-kilometer descent to recover, so it's not a bad move, but can it work? We see Swagston trying to do the same thing. Let's see if the Brit can join the actual E2 group here, but the peloton seems to.
Swagston is still in the peloton.
The peloton seems to not have many ideas to allow any more people out right now, especially in a downhill section. If you could go back to the peloton, Frau.
Okay.
Okay.
Joe is pacing.
Joe is doing what a competent energy management does. He's going at a recovery speed with a good downhiller, so he's not actually wasting energy. Everyone else goes on the wheel. We all know how to do this.
Well, the guys in the chat already
Oh
said
wait,
Leo has won this.
he's now actually pacing. I was seeing through. He's now pacing with Cummings. So let's see if he can actually reduce the gap.
Sacrificing Cummings for everyone.
Yeah, but that makes
I
sense
don't think
because
this would be the best move to do. Okay,
it makes sense if he wants to work now in the downhill, losing more energy. But I am surprised. Yes.
A question for you, Sean. Are you supporting the British?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I would obviously like one of them to win, because for obvious reasons. But as an actual caster, I just want the best race possible because these are actually top-notch players, and we see some
Nobody's
development here.
speaking.
Yeah, which is no
Okay, now
Swaxon.
Swagson decided to face no. Now nobody's facing, and maybe
But yeah,
Ghosty will play the Totasta.
Yeah, Ghosty
I
has
think-
because he has 4 guys.
it might be too
And-
soon here. It might be too soon here, but Ghosty is stepping up with the pace,
Oh.
and he's going.
But
But
he's
Swaxon
trying
and
to get again.
Campione.
This is interesting. He want not to pace for the others with his 4 guys. He want to use the advantage of it. This is quite a good move, I think. When he has good bars, of course.
Hey guys,
Hello, Goy.
Again,
I'm
Defeated.
just coming now. Tell me,
Defeated Portuguese
how is the
commentator.
situation going?
Well,
we are
have a
trying
very
to climb. Leo and Ghosty up the road with 1 minute lead already. Also, guy of Alapera and Aquarius there, but this is not
Aquarius
very
Streams, not Aquarius Carlos, two very different players, obviously.
Yeah, but we have Ghosty with 4 guys there, Leo with 3, both with his 83 mountain.
Yeah, so right
The
now,
race is played.
1 minute, final climb has started. Leo and Ghosty have their entire meat in the oven, as the Portuguese like to say. So we have Joe, Swaxon, and Campione here trying to catch them. I think Gabi's preparing for a move.
Aleper is alone in the
A question, you are not online in PCM UCI?
No, we have
No,
several
we had
technical
some
issues.
problems there.
We are live on my Twitch to actually get a stream, and right now it is going well. We had several technical issues for both me and Finn in PCM UCI.
Yes.
Okay.
Guy, how do you see my stream?
No, it's
It's
very
perfect.
good now. It's
It's perfect,
very,
Bravo.
it's
It's perfect.
awesome now.
Okay. So Aleper, remember, Aleper is alone in the peloton.
But he has 1 guy
He's,
up the front who
Yes,
he
but
can.
he's alone in the peloton. I think he will pay this situation.
Maybe yes.
This choice. I think he will pay
Would
this
you say,
choice.
Frabo, that he's paying for the energy he wasted in the beginning of the stage?
If I would be in
No,
his
because
situation.
Bilbao is alone in the peloton.
Yes,
Since
which
the
was
start of the time.
Well,
definitely a mistake in how he used his helpers, wouldn't you say?
To be fair, if I would be in his situation, I would drop my AA guy from the front now to have a helper in the peloton. But
For me, Aleper has to stop his 80
yes,
to protect
what I
maybe
said.
in the last
Yes,
section,
let's keep in mind that he does know what he's doing, but it is a very bad position, the one where he is right now, because he only has 2 riders. Everyone else seems to either have 3, or the case of Leo that has 2 but is already in the front. So Alepere now alone with his rider trying to find a decent positioning. I expect his 18 mountain rider to finally protect Bilbao. Here we go.
Yes, of course, that was okay.
And
That's
so,
really-
Campione, Gabi, Ghosty, Joe, Swaxon, and Aquarius all with 3 men. And Alepere pays the price for his previous efforts and only has
now
2.
there goes Gabi,
And there
but
goes
with
Gabi.
only 1 guy.
with the hill rider.
Which
No,
guy
with the
with 80? This
the
is
80.
interesting.
Oh, this is a classic preparing to bridge
Yeah.
move. I think it might be the idea here.
But he would force the others to pace because
Go
when
with
they
the 82.
no 80.
Here goes Joe Whiteley.
With also the
I'm sorry, I'm currently being pinged by someone on Discord, but I cannot really see it right now.
It's me, Victor. When you can look at it.
Yeah, I am, because I'm streaming directly from the window, so I'm gonna check it on my phone. Don't worry.
There is Campione going for it. Campione is really trying to bridge this gap, and I think this is the moment to do it. This flat part of Paso del Rombo, because they need to save a bit, because
now Gabi is also
still a hard
Gabi-
climb.
Okay, for me, the man with the more energy is the
Finn,
Pedro.
can you do me a
Yes.
favor? Okay, I currently cannot change the window on my first monitor. If you could send the my Twitch link for Gifiti, please.
Yes, of course. Wait. So to Graffiti, I think.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. Okay, so Leo Falandri, Valverde is trying to follow Alepere with his 2 riders. So here, pretty quickly, in a situation where everyone seemed to doubt Alepere, he still has his 2 riders going strong. Some other people are also about to either stay with 2 riders or already with 2. So, is the Spaniard in control here as he prepares to join the guys in the front? Here we go. Groups have all
20k to the top.
Now we have
I
the
think
steepest part.
6k to the top.
I think we'll see some
Yeah,
action
sure.
now. The pace will exponentially increase, and
Aquarius, Leo, and Alaperi with only one guy left. All others lose two.
and here we go, the Brits with that cold-blooded energy management habits.
Ghosty is
have
attacking.
two riders.
Ghosty trying to run.
Here's the attack from Ghosty. Joe Whiteley is not
Ghosty.
having any of that.
80 of Ghosty dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
80 of
Ghosty
Joe's
is
dead.
dead.
Swaxton still has his. Campione loses his.
Not Swag.
Everyone,
No.
everyone is down to the
Yes.
last man.
Now it's only the yes.
We have
And now it depends on who has saved this energy the best.
yes.
Go Joe.
We
Go
have
Joe.
eight-
I think Joe.
We have 8
I
leaders
think
in the
Brock
front.
Manning.
Steepest part will alleviate a bit now. About to come to an end.
I think this moment is of course the key of the race. If you get to the top with in the front, you
Yes.
are going to be on
If
the
you
mass
get,
sprint.
you need
Oh,
that
no.
gap, or else
So you really need to go there and get there. And now we are.
I think Gabi will pay the sprint move to attack. I think.
I don't know, but we are just reaching the top of Paso del Rombo. We are only maybe 1 kilometer away of the top,
yes.
and we are getting there.
Let's see if
And
someone
this
attacks.
is-
We have Aquarius spacing hard. He's gonna
But I
try
can-
it.
Oh lol.
No, Campione.
Gabi.
Gavin Ghosty.
Gavin
and
goes to
Ghosty
drop.
are-
Go to the front, Bravo front.
No, nobody.
Nobody. This is going to be a mass sprint.
Yeah.
at the
No,
end
well,
of-
No,
well,
no,
we have
no.
it.
Look
We have, you know,
Look,
well, we have.
Wait,
we have
yes.
We have
We
that.
have this small climb, but they need to react quick. Nobody could be sleeping because they need to react to attacks that will happen, of course.
No.
There goes the attack.
Oh,
by Joe.
it's Joe Whiteley. Gabi follows,
Everyone,
but everyone pretty
everyone
much
needs to
following.
react. Everyone needs to react.
It's
There goes
a
Joe.
strong attack. Can he get the gap before the descent? I don't think it's gonna happen.
Alapere-
Everyone on his
No,
wheel.
No, they are all together.
Alapere
Yeah.
comes from behind, joins the group. Everyone is gonna sprint.
Mass
Yeah.
sprint,
Maybe now someone can start.
mass sprint, mass sprint, mass sprint. Let us
Absolutely,
see.
absolutely. Guy, are you surprised that it came to this? Because I was really expecting for the attempts to create the gap on that final climb. There were some. I gotta say, I thought it was gonna be more attack.
Attack.
Oh, Swaxton. As I speak.
Swaxton going for it. Swaxton tries hard.
No, good.
Alapere wills, but
True.
I'm absolutely sure this is going to be
Oh,
mass sprint.
Aquarius.
There goes
Alapere.
Alapere. No,
There
this-
goes Joe.
this is- This
Massive.
is easily bridged. This is easily bridged. This is going to be a mass sprint. I'm
Yeah, you
almost
don't, no,
sure.
no, I'm 100% sure this is gonna. Well, 99% sure this because
Aquarius again.
you never know. But this is gonna be a massive
As far
sprint
as
because
again, but this is going to be a mass sprint. There's 5 kilometers to go, and now it's all about positioning and timing. Let us see who is going to launch the sprint first, and let us see who is going to win it. Your money, really quick.
Joe
My money is
Whiteley.
on.
Campione.
oh, Campione with the long distance.
This is a
Campione with the long
brilliant-
distance.
This is a very good
Swaxton
attack.
follows. Which one? Gabi, Leo. Can Campione do it? Oh, they're about to reach
1
him.
kilometer and a
Leo,
half.
Leo Falandri, great speed. Swaxton launches. Is it for the Brit? Swaxton's coming out. It's Campione. It's Campione. Who is it, Gabi? It's Leo.
It's Leo.
Leo Falandri.
Leo Falandri, followed by Gabi, followed by Campione, followed by Swaxton, then Alapere, then Ghosty, then Aquarius, I believe, and then Joe Whiteley. Disappointing start for Joe Whiteley, 8th place. Is this a shock?
The Whiteley finally as the winning sprint. Incredible.
This was Campione's
I-
attack destroyed the group entirely. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
This was not what some people were expecting for sure.
I think
And
everyone was expecting at this point an 8-man sprint, and yet Campione managed to completely destroy the 8-man group and actually have a chance. He still made third, but it was a very powerful move.
Mickey Mouse, Funhouse.
Joe Whiteley, quick comment between races if you can.
I
Disappointing this 8th place.
I think fucking shit is an understatement.
Were you surprised by that Campione strong move in the end? Caught off guard?
Can you call it a strong move?
Well, it was strong enough to actually break
30 headwind finish.
Well, but
It's,
did it surprise you? Did it throw you off? Did it catch you off guard?
no, no, it's what I expected, but it was just a little bit. I expected it to be bad, but my expectations were not that low.
Yeah,
If you get what I mean.
this endangers your. It doesn't end because there's still 2 more races, I think. So
No, one more race
one more.
only.
Oh, then yeah, I think your medal dreams might be really compromised here. Would you say so?
Well, if he wins, medal is still possible.
Yeah, but gold medal, which is pretty much what everyone wants here, that's kind of rough
That
with this eighth
that
place.
will be hard. That will be hard.
So suddenly, Leo Falandri is in a prime position to actually get the gold if he manages a decent result in the next one, obviously.
Joe, are you still here?
Mm-hmm.
Joe, have you repented to have not dropped Gabi on the top of Passo del Rombo? Because I
The
don't know if you know, but Gabi was without energy on the top of the last
oh
time.
no, I don't have energy either. That's what I'm saying. The 30 headwind killed
Okay.
me in the tunnel.
I readjust my window quickly. Just
I
so.
think this kind of classics also doesn't go in favor of Joe Whiteley. Is a player of more less mountain and more hills or more cobbles, and this kind of classic is quite hard for him. But anyways, this was going to be a mass sprint, was what we expected. And when people are going on downhill in these moments, I think the fundamental part is be aware of someone going to attack. Always someone tries. They followed well the first attacks, but in the flat part, the attack by Campione was only followed by Leo, Gabi, and Schwarzen, and the others were, I don't know, maybe sleeping a bit and just looking at each other probably, and that really damaged the options of both the Spaniards and also Ghosty and Joe Whiteley of taking the final goals. It's not impossible though, but it needs a very, very strange combination of results. And I think the next one will go more in favor of Alapere and Joe Whiteley, at least, in my opinion. And they will probably get some points. Let us see if it's going to be enough or not to recover this from the French, who look like they are the strongest
I
right
just
now.
want to make one question here, Guy. Is it too little, too late for guys like Alapere and Joe that did not do the best classification on the first stage?
What was, sorry?
If it's too little, too late to try and get the necessary points in the final race after failing to guys like Joe and Ale.
I think this is classics, and after all, they all know that classics is not the most accurate when we talk about the best players. It's a bit of luck too. But I think it was a mistake that they will pay hard, and I think it's not too late. But for Joe, it's too late for the gold. I don't see a possibility where he can get the gold.
Yeah, yeah.
It must be
If
a combination of
a
results that is
combination of so many
It's
factors that
impossible.
it's so unlikely at this point.
It's not impossible.
It
It's
is
just
unlikely,
that
yes.
he finishes first, and then one of his domestics in a good position. But it's strictly improbable, and because not because of his domestic, it doesn't count points, but like removing points from others. But it's quite difficult to get that result. But maybe for a medal, it's not too late. For sure, it's not too late. If he wins the last stage, he gets the medal. I think it's quite
Yes, if he
probable.
wins, he gets the medal. I'm
in
sure of
that
that.
in that sense, I think Joe is now with less pressure because eh, okay, for one side he cannot win anymore, and that's very annoying, of course. But I think Joe is the type of player that doesn't need now with less pressure to win and just to do the best thing he can. I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to do well. And Alapera still has a very good shot at the goals. He just needs to win.
Honestly, can I say my opinion?
Of course, of
Opinion
course.
of 3 times world champion finals failure. Okay, so I think if you do well the first race, you have less pressure. If you do the first race bad, I'm sure of that. Because if you do well the first race, you are so excited, and you have the uh, you have your mind works better, and you say, "Oh, I did good the first race. I can do it. I can do it, and you think positive. If you don't do the first race well, you think, fuck, I'm a shit. I'm a shit. What can I do now? I have to attack. I attack also if you don't if attacking is impossible, and you you started shit and you finished worse. I think
Indeed.
so. That's the idea for me. Is
You make yourself pressure, I would say so.
Okay, so I kind of have to agree with Fravo that winning the first race really does release some of the pressure. It gets you pumped up, but obviously there's also the other side of the coin. There's always the danger of thinking, oh, I've got this. I just need to play it safe, and actually failing in trying to do so. So I think it depends on the mental side of each player, to be honest. As we prepare for the final race, we see that this is a parkour that fits a guy like, for example, Joe far better than the first stage. Uh, let's see how
Indeed.
others can do here, though. I mean, Leo, that
Well,
is
well,
currently leading, is also very proficient on these types of races.
well.
Yubi,
you is leading with Gabi.
I just saw your comment now. What do you mean? That it's kind of funny. How so? Did you expect an eight-man sprint like we did, for example, or did you expect more attacks at the final climb?
Well, I would say probably we would see attacks, but I'm not sure. Maybe we will again see a sprint. It depends on how much the other players will look when one guy attacks. That is the important thing here.
This time I don't think an 8 man stage. I'm sure of that.
No, no. I was talking about the last stage with Yuvi. He didn't respond, but he was saying that such a sprint in the Champions League final is kind of funny. I was wondering if you guys know what he means. If he was expecting an eight-man sprint, or he was surprised how it ended. I don't know what he means with that. So as we start the actual second race,
Yes. So this is the way this is the motivation why I said that I'm not having more fun playing PCM because all times it could be a mountain, it could be a flat, it could be a cobble base. All time finishes with a sprint. So I'm not happy playing PCM more like
wait,
before because
because it
the level of the most of the majority of the players is the same. This is the problem.
so you don't like how people conserve energy and just lay it all out just in one sprint in the end. That's what you're saying.
Yes, I
Okay,
don't like
that's yeah, it's a very fair point. I have to say.
Prabhu said you're right on behind the peloton. Think on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, too. By the way, I mean, mm-hmm, it could be happen. Okay, so who we have in front?
As I try to, I think we are seeing. Yes, we have a good image right now. Can at least see what's going on. Uh, Trouble.
Yes.
Uh,
Hmm. Okay, I want now we have to
yes, thank you.
realize who we
There
have
we
in
go.
front.
There we go. Yes, indeed.
So in front we have 3 men for Campione. Campione as is il Vairep. Then Joe 72 and 74 also like Campione. So nobody with the okay. So Swanson as is 77 cobble, 77 cobble in front. So would be a good move for him. I don't know, but I think yes. Gabi with 70, 72, and 74, and Aleper with only the 72 sprint. Interesting.
Okay, let's focus
Maybe
here,
this
see what's going on here.
Because in the peloton, of course, Aleper is pacing, and maybe now he's trying to do the move. Yeah, he did it. He did it. The gap. Oh my god! Team attack of Aleper. Team attack of Aleper.
Complete the team attack. This is interesting. This is interesting.
Of course, I'm lucky that I'm not playing more. But I can imagine perfectly the frustration of Aleper now.
It might be too soon though. Would you?
No, it's not too soon for me.
Well, for you, but would you agree that other players can try and close this easily, like they just are doing, or trying to do?
It's too soon. I think it's too soon.
Actually, EMEA, we are sponsored by the Ban Daniel Miko movement, trying to ban Daniel Miko since 2020. Please join our cause, donate now, give us your help. Let's get a UCI free, Miko free.
We have to say, since today we know his cat is Miko, so we have to say ban Daniel, because of course the cat can nothing for his break.
I blame Miko, not the cat. I just think the cat is an excuse
the cat
for
is
him.
Miko.
Yes, but it's his excuse that it's the cat using 4 and 6 and shaking brakes and blocking people. No, I blame Daniel the Miko, not Miko the cat. But on a more serious note,
what is the meaning of Miko?
Brake chaser.
Indeed.
Daniel the Shark.
I don't know. It's probably just an actual name. I have no idea. I do not understand squat about French.
Okay,
I don't think. Oh.
Okay, and the 7th walk up with the group. Okay.
Let's see how this goes.
What the fuck is Alva doing?
We were just wondering the same. We were expecting that extra since you're here. You could give us your opinion about it.
Fucking dumb.
The frustration can be.
Yes.
Want to imagine the frustration of Aleper now.
Well, Yubi, thank you for responding. I was wondering what you were saying. Yes, I expected the same. I thought there was going to be a major attack, no or nothing on that first stage. Even Frabo said he was disappointed on how people just save energy, play the game of saving, and just going for the final sprint, even in the mountain.
Again,
Team attack, team of veterans, team play attack.
Team play attack. Oh, there goes Blackstone too.
Of the Spanish guys.
Do we have a Spanish armada here trying to team play? Of course not, but they are doing an interesting. Oh, Leo Falandri joins the party.
Okay, no,
so
nothing for
I think everyone is here except Joe, or is it Joe here? I don't see him.
No, Joe is not here.
Oh, Joe is the only one not here then.
Aleper again, all with all the team, but not with the 81.
Well, but why he's going to
Oh my god, come to me.
Campione trying to do the team attack as well.
This is a very interesting situation.
Oh my god, shit is going down. Fuck, this is gonna be interesting. I can say this stuff now because I'm on my actual stream, so fuck it. Okay, but Joe, who's Joe's guy? Dustin. Oh, it's his 77 guy.
And I think nothing also for this part of the race.
Wow, I think people are trying too hard to get in the front. Do you think they're gonna pay the cost of the attacks they're doing, even if it's mostly with domestics? Although some did do team attacks. Gabi, here we go. Another 3-man move. Campione, I think, is gonna try and bridge that gap.
Didn't expect this.
Oh,
in
there
this
goes
way.
Aquarius Streams, not Aquarius Carlos.
I expected a very slow race till the Cubbles to save energy, but we see the completely
I wouldn't
different
say
scene.
that. I wouldn't. I know I've been in lobbies with these guys before. I did expect some action and forming the break and all that, but not like this interesting. So some people badly need the points here. So I can understand why they're trying to get as much people in the front as possible. I just don't know if it's gonna work.
I agree with. Are you watching the what Alipere is writing? Because for him, he thinks like me that he doesn't have fun without going in the break and
Yeah,
attacking.
I do agree. I do agree. I mean, it's frustrating,
Nick
but
can stop being a dickhead and chasing the breakaways then, can't
yeah, I was just gonna say, I
I
don't
don't
think.
talk. I will. I want to play more.
Okay, let me just say something here.
I want to play more last races because
I wouldn't
the
complain. I'm sorry, Frabo. I wouldn't complain if I was Ale Perry or anyone in this lobby, because well, almost anyone, because most of these guys actually are experts in doing that when they need to in their favor and have done it. So, if if they want things to change, I think they should be a part of it as well. Uh, Go on, Frabo. You were saying?
I'm saying I want to play more led races for a long time because I think the level of the players is more or less the same now.
Look,
Because
I'm gonna give my opinion on this. The
and
mentality the players have
after
is winning.
and I prefer playing draft races with different teams
Yes.
because the riders will do the difference on the first. Maybe a good player who can do the difference with a good rider.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say that a good player can do a bigger difference that he would do in ladder with a non-ladder DB because he has the skill and he has the riders against someone that isn't as skilled as him and might have a worse rider?
But we have seen the big difference. All the stages are sprints. The big difference for me is finishing
But
a stage with a
well,
gap.
well, we want to see the best players and the best, and not the best riders from the database
Well,
in
I'm
championship
gonna
or
I'm gonna do a simple analogy here because it's an obvious one and it has to be made. I compare what's going on here in this race and in overall PCM multi with what's going on in professional cycling. Actually, you see teams. Well, there are exceptions, obviously, but for the past few years, uh, it's a tendency that might start to finally change. We've seen teams dramatically non-attacking until final climbs, final moments, because they're more worried about not losing than just winning. And I think PCM players kind of have that mentality as well. They want to win at all costs, but first they want to make sure they don't lose. Is this the wrong mindset, or is this the correct one? Because eh, they are having wins at the end of the day.
Hmm.
yeah, well,
But
I think the most important thing when you play PC multi is you have fun. When you have fun and you're good, then it's good. When you have fun and you are last, but you have fun, it's also good. I would say.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
I
yeah,
might,
but
I
if you
mean,
win, you have more fun.
yes, of course, but I mean, I'm not the best player, obviously, and I have fun in playing, and that's my important.
Okay, that's a very good point. The thing is, some people have fun with, like Fravo type, or me. I love even if I'm not good at them yet, but I love to see at least those who can do them well, the long distance
Indeed.
attacks. And when I do one and it's successful, oh, that's awesome! I did
That
it.
that that's a great feeling. I did it
Yeah, it's a great
in my
feeling as
life
well.
one time until now with succeed, and it was like a great feeling.
I've
I
done it
think.
a few times now. I think the last one was in La Liga, winning Lombardia with a long distance attack from
Ah, yeah, I
Bernal.
remember.
Uh,
I watched
that's
this.
that's a great feeling. Oh wow, I did this alone. This was awesome. And this, on the other hand, uh, is one thing. But there are people that have more fun by being calculus, managing the energy, waiting for the final sprint. I don't find it fun, but everyone has the right to have their own thoughts
Yes,
and points of view, obviously.
I definitely knew what you mean.
So now let's see the race.
Yes, please. Can we see Iwan? Oh, okay, there we go.
Okay.
Uh,
So 3 men for Leon. Then 3 men, the same 3 men for Gavi, the same 3 men for Aquarius.
I'm
and
sorry, it's the 72, 74, and the
70.
okay.
And for Campione, the 79. And Ghosty, the worst, the worst two men he has. Then the first time we do the old quadrant, and watching Pain Bad for Joe, no maybe
No.
Attack of Watson.
Well, strikes on attack with his 77
Oh,
cowl.
he attacked with the East Leader, but I don't think it was a good move. Of course, he stopped.
Well, but we had a little split now, and this is interesting. Because
Okay, who is back? Who is back? Who is back? Who is back? Ghost is back.
Ghosty, there's two
Gabi is
Alapere
back.
riders.
And a couple of Lepere.
Yes, yes. There's some tension here. The race is becoming tense right
I
now.
don't think. Oh my God, they've ever Ghosty.
Oh, Ghosty screwed up there. That was not meant to be like that, I think.
Okay, for me, Watson. No, he decided to continue the pacing or not? No, yeah, at the end he stopped because.
What
Oh,
happened?
what the fuck is happening? What the
Yeah.
fuck is happening?
I'm trying to.
The couple of riders of Lepere behind. So
the leader of
and
Lepere.
the 77 of Gabi is behind.
Oh,
my
Wait,
God. Oh my
leader is the leader of
oh,
Lepere
puncture.
behind.
It's a puncture.
No.
Gabi had a puncture. I don't know what happened with Alapere.
Okay, this is what I mean. The only difference on these races, on the races, are the puncture.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
I think people are finally allowing them to re-enter. I'm gonna say that one of the things I less like to see is that lack of fair play. I mean, I've seen riders having punctures and people pulling like crazy and saying, "Oh, it's part of the race." Well, fuck you, dude. If you need to end that badly, fuck off, cunt. This is pointed to no one. This is in general. So, are the
front.
riders? Let's see what's going on here. We have
So in the front,
for
at
Gabi.
the front we have the same riders, but Costi decided to drop.
He dropped them.
To,
I don't know why.
to help the leader dropped.
Okay. That makes sense.
And Leo also lost a man.
So
then we have an attack of
as we approach, Arambaru, as we approach the next cobble section in right now. I was gonna say 0.4 kilometers, but it was already started. And here we have
maybe I don't
Swetson.
want to be in the last part of the group because blocks, very simple.
Well, I mean, we all know, we've all been there. That's pretty much, even if you don't wanna, it has to be like that. Joe doesn't have the best positioning here, but he's going through and finding a better spot, so he'll be fine.
Stanley is the Lindorf club. Okay, so nobody blocked, nobody blocked. Okay, I don't think if it's good or not. What do you think is the right time to attack in this race?
What, sorry, probably didn't hear that.
When do you think it's the right time to attack in this race?
Oh, I would say it's still a bit too soon, but I think it's also gonna depend on each person's need to actually score big points. So
Now Emir tries to snitch our interview partners to PC Meter.
Trying to what? Sorry.
Emir writes in the chat, if anyone wants to come to an interview for PC Meter, tell me. Bro,
Emir, I'm going to catch you, your non-existent wife, children, and all the rest of your family, and I'm going to kill them all. Thank you.
Joe is here.
Joe,
if
write in the chat, Fabio can come and talk with you.
No. Yes, please. And send the others to actually come to the proper Champions League channel for interviews. And tell Emir that I will kill his wife and kids, even though he'll never get any of those because they'll live in his basement forever.
That's a bit aggressively. We are distancing from this. We want to play PC.
Oh my god! Oh, man, that was awesome. Thank you. Oh, I love it.
Problem. just want to save the stream.
No, everyone that knows me knows that I always say this stuff, but obviously
Yes,
I
of
don't
course.
mean them. I'm just joking.
Yes, of course. I was also
But
just
yeah,
joking.
No, but that was that was an actual great joke. I loved it. It was very suited for the moment. Okay.
No.
As the
Back
race,
to the race.
yes,
Still two groups.
still the same 11 men in
Okay.
front, 47
Avamugu,
seconds.
okay, Avamugu is dropping is the same event.
Oh,
And
Block.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay,
What
Vermette
the fuck?
to wait John.
oh,
Guys, I think they obviously have to wait. I mean, we are.
Wait Joe, Punch with the leader.
This is obviously not fair if they don't wait him, I think.
No,
Okay,
company is
uh,
talking about
Cyanide,
the race
Cyanide, Cyanide,
It is fine. It's fine.
Cyanide. If you're watching this, turn off the freaking punctures.
Can
Okay,
we don't
make it available
can
to
we
turn off.
don't speak about punctures because I had a puncture in a mountain tour with my 80 rider on multi-volume.
That's-
80 mountain rider on multi-volume. I don't
Guys,
know if you know.
Punch just sucks everywhere. It isn't important. It sucks.
Cavendish now, but I think he's in the sprinter. Right. Okay. Not a
I had a puncture already on the final climb in Ronde van Flandern on Paterberg in
Oh
Mohido.
my
Okay.
God.
In the front group. It was like
So
most
sorry for you.
4 stars cobble. Yeah, I've had plenty of punctures. I'm not going to even start telling all about them. I remember just in the EDL, 2 consecutive races, 4 flat tires, 2 for the same guy on each race, Danny Van Poppel. So awesome.
Yeah, but the most funny thing was in EDL. I mean, I think second season, Tuan Rost, he forgot a lot of times to turn off force.
guys,
Yeah,
attack.
Oh,
maybe
attack,
in the
Bravo,
race,
attack.
Force.
Go
And okay,
to the front, go to the front.
attack of
Yet no, it
Bravo,
you get
follow the
Campione
attack,
and
thank
Gabi.
you. Okay, here we have Leo Campione and Gabi
with
indeed.
all with
Oh.
the same free riders.
Oh, but it's still, yeah, it's not a move for the win. It's a tactical move.
Leo Gabi come to voice. And with my flatmates. Okay. So he's playing at the final of the.
I mean, it's better than playing at them all like Gifiti, right?
Okay. Maybe they are supporting him. Go Gabi! Go Gabi!
Go win this fucking game we've never heard about. Go Gabi!
Go Gabi!
Guys, I am of course very neutral, but I hear there's one guy from my country in this final. Go Ghosty.
No, I don't. I hear
my-
he's
my-
a
my
legend.
friends-
No one knows if he's alive or not.
My friends one time asked to me, what do you win if you win Champions League?
You mean?
The nothing. What the fuck? Are you serious? I hope the money or things like this. No, I
Well-
win nothing.
People are
Okay.
so focused about money and all that shit.
Indeed.
They don't know how to have some fun.
I mean, Sean finishes plays better PC in World CC than me, but do you get no money, right?
Yes. Sadly,
Great,
because I wanted to get €1 just to put it on my tax statement and say, look, Portuguese state, I am a fucking professional PCM player. Deal with it. But it was not meant to be.
Frabo or Joe, can you write in the chat that they all have to come to our voice chat for interviews after the race and not to EMEA? Thanks.
Yes, and that I will actually commit atrocious acts to Emir for his attempt of treason to the Champions League.
Oh, the Paris have fucked the race. What's going on there?
Okay. Bye.
Oh,
They're
there's
attacked now.
Oh, they are pissed because Gabi is not reeling in E1, so there's some tactical.
He's just attacking.
Yeah.
Yes, read.
There's tactical discussions here because he attacked to go into the break but is not
Joe
reeling.
dropped again a bit, but he's
No,
just
with the
from
leader.
front.
No.
Yes,
no.
with the leader.
Joe's
He's
moving.
just joining the front.
Joe's joining the front with
I
everyone
didn't
he
look
still
in
has.
which group it was. No, Ghosty
But,
is
there is a
basically.
reaction by Ghost.
It doesn't seem like like a big one, but he's starting to pace now with wait, Leo here as well. See what they do. Excuse me. So they're trying to close this as soon as possible. There goes Leo again. Groups are going to merge right now. Except for the 3 men in the front that are 22 seconds
Squeeze
distant.
and 2 men of Leo and 1 man of one man of Joe.
Yeah, but they
I think a
will.
good move of Leo now.
Campione now gets to the front. Maybe he's gonna put someone facing.
Campione still has 6 riders.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But he will have to work now, obviously, because I think he's the only one, if I'm not wrong.
Speaking of that, Finn, could you do us a provisional GC?
Oh well, I didn't. I forgot to do it. To be fair, but we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for everyone. No 2 places there.
Yes, I don't know who were
So-
9th and 10.
Alright,
That didn't care
Oh,
because
just
we have
first
only
player
best
count?
player accounts. It's just for the fact when
Wait,
when
in
some
classic,
guy-
just first rider counts.
yes.
Where-
just-
That's only for starter count.
It's just when, for example, Pickler finishes second
For
and third
tiebreaker.
in the quarterfinals.
Oh yeah. It doesn't. Yeah.
Then the third place gets skipped.
yeah.
but-
Yeah.
Leo won it had 100 points now. Gabi second with 70. Who was third? Campione 50. Who was fourth? I think Swaxon. I didn't. Yes.
So Joe would need
Actually-
for Leo to be last, for example, and actually win. Alapera would also need a very bad classification from
Attack
Leo.
of Leo, attack of Joe.
Oh,
Yes. Interesting.
I love to see how Finn changed from being the big dog is playing my normal spot, and Finn is playing the big dog spot. How so?
Yeah. And Bravo was playing the.
And probably playing Finn's spot. Yes.
No, Bravo.
welcome back, Guy. Been having
And
fun in
now-
the chat.
Now Guifiti is back and Frabo has no spot. So
Oh, okay, I'm Dave. I'm Dave now.
No, I'm sorry. I was watching the game, but unfortunately I had something to work and I couldn't be here commenting. But I was listening to your
Welcome.
comments, and
What
I
are you
was
doing? You have to work. You are operating people
Mm-hmm.
in front of your PC.
in
Oh,
your
yeah,
house.
I'm
pretty
operating. I'm right now in the
the living room?
room. Yeah, in the surgery room,
Oh.
and I'm
I thought you were in the living room.
operating while watching.
Oh, that makes sense. Like an episode of one of those medical shows where they even talk about sex and screwing people while operating.
But that is not a medical show. That happens in real life also.
I'm sure it does. I just have no idea because I'm not an actual surgeon. So.
Yes, but it happens.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, we talk about sex. We talk about everything. Yes.
Well, Guy
Okay.
Fifi is always the guy to give us the insights.
Go back to the game, please. Otherwise,
Yeah, E1. Yeah, let's go back to E1,
Okay.
Frabo.
we are approaching Quaramont.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Second,
Interesting.
let's see.
And we have still Joe with 3 guys.
So
up the
with his
front.
3 men up the front, Frabo, stop chatting with people. You're there to be the motorbike man.
Who is that? Okay, Leo losing.
Leo lost his
Yeah.
3 guys. He remains with the 3 main riders.
The Campione.
There's a big mess here in the.
Gabi is in the back. Gabi is in the back.
And I see some people really on the back.
Oh,
I think
that's
Watson
Computer.
was one of it.
Oh, oh!
Yeah, now the race.
The race is launched. The race is launched. I repeat.
And look at Pebis. Look at Pebis.
Aquarius Trini is having very hard time placing back the 77 rider in the group. I don't know.
And now the Putterback comes. The Putterback is.
And I
You
think
have to be up
I
front.
think the Frenches are on the front of the group now, trying to to close the gap to Alapera and not letting Aquarius back.
But
And-
well,
Yes,
as we said,
team
you
play,
have to be
team
up
play.
front there.
Where is the Alvisi appeal when we need it?
Look, it's Swaxon. I
And
think.
Bobby-
Oh,
attacking,
Swaxon
I think
attacking.
cannot the right moment to attack on downhill.
I agree, and I think it's quite kind of a desperate move there. And now I don't know about the back group. I think they will let the walk to Leo. They
Okay.
should at least, and there goes
Goes
Alapere.
as well with a
This is a good
77
move.
man.
This is a very good move. He's trying to bridge the gap and help in the front. If he gets to the front with
Okay,
bars,
now
we'll be
giving Joe
Yeah.
F to attack.
But no one's gonna let him leave at this point, because 24
No.
kilometers to go. They're gonna try and close that gap
If
now.
Joe attacks,
They
now
need to
move.
do it. Is someone
I
gonna
think
make?
I think it could be the moment for the attack by Joe. I also I agree with Bravo. It's only
No,
20
no,
kilometers.
Bravo's
to go.
right.
Bravo, go on the front group.
This would be a great moment, but is it gonna happen?
Oh, you fuck
No, bunch of
me.
comings. Like, I can't believe it.
It's
I can't
quite
believe it.
annoying. Quite
Frabo,
Fine.
front of the race.
Qualified.
Frabo, front of the race. Frabo. Okay, we have
Only
We
Swag.
see Alapere going. Alapere is going. He's opening the gap. There goes Garcia with the
Critical
81.
moment. Aquarius
Aquarius.
follow, but it's close. It's closed. It's closed.
3 guys of Gabi there, 3 guys of Ghosty. Interesting. Now Gabi goes.
There goes Gabi. As they pass a small
Ghosty
couple section.
straight behind him.
I think they will bridge to Alapere now.
Not now,
Yeah,
but
Now there goes with his 81. He joins Alipere,
but
but
now Gabi will stop pacing behind.
the
as well.
distance is short. Swagson tries to catch them. Can they close the gap?
It's Steinberg now. Only 17 kilometers to go. This is quite the ending we were expecting, with some people trying madly to recover distance, but still a big peloton of 22 guys here. And there goes Joe. There goes Joe. There goes the move.
There
He's
goes the
trying.
move. 16 kilometers to go. Luke Rowe, Kana, and who's the third man? It is Tanner.
And we have Ghosty.
No,
also
it's two man.
Ghosty
Oh,
also on the wheel,
Ghosty and
yes.
oh yeah, Kana's from Swagson. Okay, we have.
And this is
This
an
is
interesting
the
30-second
decisive
advantage. This
This
is
can be
30-second
decided
advantage.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
But can they do something with it? Leo is trying to bridge with his leader as
Gabi
well.
also comes. Joe comes with the
Everyone's
guy,
coming.
comes
Everyone's
down there.
coming.
And who are not here? The Spaniards are not
yeah,
here.
Leo and
Spanish
sorry,
is here.
Alipere
Okay, now Aquarius is here.
and Aquarius streams.
And look, Aquarius messing for Perez.
We go to
Oh,
the
there's
front.
a
we have
big
attack.
mess here. Oh, there's an attack. Joe Whiteley goes again. 10 kilometers to go. Swagson and Gabi follow.
Iku Walker. Iku Walker. I think no.
There's no understanding. There's someone.
Watson is pacing. Watson is pacing now.
No, that's Ghosty.
That's Ghosty pacing.
Ghosty is pacing. Sorry,
Ghosty.
sorry.
Yeah.
No, only Chrisberg to go. There they are approaching.
Okay,
They're approaching it. Oh, everyone's
Oh my
back
god,
together
oh my
again.
god,
Let's see.
campione, thank you.
Oh,
In front.
Gabi,
Gabi.
Gabi, Swagson follows. Ghosty tries to catch the wheel. Leo Falandri as well. Are they gonna get the gap? We have Leo for the left side. Alipere right behind them, but it's gonna be a tight finish.
10
Oh my
men.
God.
Yeah,
No, who is attacking? I think if now someone attacks and there is nobody on
Yeah,
his way.
Oh,
There goes Alapere. There goes the move.
There goes Leo Falandri. Joe tries to follow. Alipere goes. Campione on their wheels. Swagson, Ghosty, everyone and their mom is here. I don't see Gabi. Gabi is joining now. Aquarius as well.
No, but company is dead.
8 men. We are reduced to 8 men.
There goes
Aquarius. Aquarius. It's too soon. He's gonna miss out
He's
on the
off.
sprint.
Leo, Campione, everyone is attacking and stopping. They know they can't bridge. And there goes Alapere.
Alipere. Oh, can he make it?
Okay.
Ghosty is coming. Go.
No,
Alipere.
that-
Oh,
Ghosty.
Ghosty.
No, Alipere.
Ghosty started too soon.
Alipere.
Ghosty started too soon. Ghosty started too soon.
Alipere.
It's Gabi. It's Aquarius.
Hey,
It's Aquarius. It's Aquarius. Unknown. My God.
The world champion is the first champion of champions in the main event of the road is Leo.
That is confirmed.
Falandri.
Yes, Leo Falandri takes gold. Congratulations, Leo Falandri. You finally did not choke a final once in your life. Congrats.
It's incredible. Leo Falandri takes his first real important gold in his career, as Gabi takes the silver that probably would be better in the last sprint, but Aquarius did a perfect sprint
I
and
just
takes
want
the
to
bronze
say-
medal, I think.
I'm very surprised with I am not sure yet. We have to make the math to be sure. It is guaranteed that
And
Leo
what
wins
is
due
the-
to the first race.
Yeah, it's Aquarius bronze, I'm sure. Yes.
It is? Okay.
Yes.
Congratulations
It is.
to this unknown
Interesting.
player Aquarius stream that recently came into the community we have.
Tell in the chat Frabo
Oh,
to
yeah.
come to interview.
Frabo, please do, because Emma was trying to steal all our interview, all our interviews, telling people to go to PCM Italia, so ban him, please.
What I should do now?
Tell people in the
Right.
chat to come to the flash interviews. Okay, if we can have the channel open, please.
Okay. Oh, flash interview.
Can anyone open this channel to the public? I don't know if it's already done or not. Okay, first of all, we want to congratulate our medalists for the evening. We're waiting for final GC, but we can tell you now that we think it is, well, that is confirmed to be Leo Falandri Gold. I believe silver was for Gabi and bronze for Aquarius. Is this correct?
No, no, don't come to interview of PCM Italia. Come to us.
I believe this is correct. So we have uh, 2 out of 3 players in the podium are French. Congratulations to Leo Falandri finally getting a major career win. Aquarius also getting a good result with the bronze and Gabi with the silver as well. Big disappointment for the Brits, Alapere. It was not a good night for them, and at least Joe and Alapere were considered to be really big favorites. Is this the disappointment of the evening?
Well, I don't say disappointment. I mean, when you got in the final, you have already a great achievement, I would say. Obviously, some guys had more.
I mean, yeah, we all play for the fun and everything, but we do sometimes expect some things to happen that it didn't here. I was very surprised to see how it turned out for guys like Alapera and Joe. I'm still waiting for people to actually come for the flash interviews. I don't know
No
if
one come.
why is Emea stealing our interviewees, if that's even a word. Joe, politely, are you here?
I am, yes.
Can you tell people to come to the actual flash interviews?
I'm not in the game anymore.
You suck.
I
Then
do.
ping some guys in the
Yes, please do.
chat.
Think Alapera, Aquarius, Gabi, all of them, the 8 of them, well, 7 because Joe is here. We're gonna start by watching the replay, obviously, of the dramatic win. Here we are. Very close sprint, but an amazing win for Aquarius that gives him the bronze. Amazing result. It was a very tense race. There were several moments where there were attacks, counters, there were people being dropped, there was tension in the chat. It was it was far more intense than the first one, that's for sure. We are waiting to talk with our finalists here
When they come.
at any moment. Okay. We're gonna go for the flash logo. The lobby is now down, and we will start with Joe Whiteley. Joe, good evening.
Good evening.
I think the word that some are probably saying at this moment is disappointment. Would you say that this was a disappointing night for you?
No. I mean, the first race, it could go in both directions. I could have won it. I could have finished 8th like I did. That was always the risk when the lobby's that highly skilled in such a finish. Literally anyone can finish anywhere. And then the second stage, I was pretty much fully going for the puncher, the Steve Cummings rider.
Yeah.
So you can imagine Stannard, my leader, obviously had less energy because I wasn't protecting him as much. I was focusing on Cummings. Stannard then punctures, so he has even less energy. and then Steve Cummings punches on the probably the most important part of the race. So it wasn't my night, but it was.
What happened in the mountain? Were you expecting? Because that's an important thing. We had some people in the chat saying that they expected someone to actually make a big move in the mountain instead of people just saving energy for the sprint. Were you counting on an actual 8-man sprint in that downhill in the first stage?
Oh, no, I wasn't counting on it, but I mean, it's like, why would I risk attacking and then potentially come 7th or 8th? I know I came 8th in the sprint, but like, I trust my sprint. So it would make sense for me to be like, well, there's no point giving myself 0 chance doing anything in the sprint.
Yeah, but at the end, the conservative strategy didn't pay off. So
Well, no, it didn't pay off because it's just one of those finishes. Like I do trust my sprint. It's exactly why I didn't really do much. But I mean, I actually did make an attack. But yeah, I'm not going to be the one to make the move when I trust my sprint.
So the second
today I
race.
trust my sprint. I still trust my sprint even though I came last.
Yeah, the second race, yet again, another sprint that didn't go well for you. What went wrong there?
Well, no, that's for different reasons though.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. What would you say specifically went wrong there?
Well, I already explained. I was working for Stephen Cummings, so you can imagine Stannard has less energy.
Yes.
And then Stannard punctures, but I'm still working for Steve Cummings. And then Stephen Cummings punctures, and he's basically out of the race. And now I have a dead, well, not dead Stannard, but a near enough dead Stannard.
Yeah, that definitely limited your race.
A dead 77 going. So then, in the last like 10k, when people are attacking, when Stannard hasn't got a lot of yellow bar, I can barely recover. I think
yes.
in the sprint.
I do remember we talked about it here that it was
in the sprint last 2k I had like 30% red bar.
Oh.
I didn't even have full red bar for the sprint because I was having to use my red bar to close the gaps because I didn't have yellow bar.
Yeah,
because I worked for the I mean that's probably my fault. Well, it actually isn't, but I think the 74 guy would have survived if he didn't puncture because I've been working for him for that full stage. So
yeah,
so it's just those things.
So two questions. The first, how many attacks did you do after the Kreuzberg?
The Kreuzberg?
Yeah, after the last couple.
The last 10k. How many did I do?
Yeah, how many
did
you do?
I was dead, so I
didn't
was just
do any.
following
He
attack.
just explained, as we all saw as well, that he had issues. One a punctured rider, the other one had been working and was pretty much dead.
I said I had to actually use my red bar to close people's attacks because I didn't have yellow bar.
We'll get
So I
back to
ended
you,
up
Joe,
in
in 2
sprint with,
seconds.
like,
Let me just
30%
tell everyone watching we have the final classifications. Leo Falandri wins with 150 points. Second place to Gabi, 140 points. Aquarius does third with 110. Campione fourth, 55. Ghosty fifth, 52. Ale Perre only sixth, 50. Swexton seventh at 45. And Joe Whiteley closes the standings at eighth with 22 points. Joe, for everything that we've already talked about, a terrible second race. The first one didn't go exactly as you expected. This GC doesn't shock you, I assume, from your part. But what about guys like Ale Perez, Waxel?
No, it's classics. It's 2 downhill finishes when punctures literally decide on the outcome of the race. I mean, we saw it with Swagson in, I think it was inline, pretty much lost his leader. Thankfully, he's a good enough player to actually still go through, even though he pretty much lost a full stage worth of points. But it's classics. It's 2 classics, 2 downhill finishes, 2 downhill sprints with 8 players in the lobby with all very, very, very good level of playing. Like I said, anything can happen, and pretty much everything did happen.
So we are talking about 8 monsters in the lobby.
Yes.
8 monsters. So I think I was very surprised about the level of the final players. So don't worry, but I have a question for you. Are you worried to do the same end of Frabo last year in the World Championship? 3 times,
No, I actually thought about this already. I think I said it to Twan. The difference between mine and yours was yours had 6 players in the lobby, mine has 8. So it's by my calculations 50% harder to actually get a medal.
But anyway, Joe, I think you could do like Daniel Miko. Catch the break and then fight for it.
After 2 punctures, maybe so, yes. But yeah, the first stage was on mine. That was on my problem. The second stage, I don't think I can blame my own skill for that. The first stage, I'll hold my hand up. I made mistakes in that race, but the second race, no.
Yeah, that's about the second race. I understand. I understand. Okay, thank you, Joe. We'll get back to you. But right now we have not the world champion, but the Champions League gold medal winner, Leo.
No, he left.
He's already gone again.
Oh, that was fun. Let me see if we can get him. Okay, Leo is back. Leo Falandri, congratulations. You finally did not choke a final. How does it feel?
How does it feel to cannot talk with us?
Wait, Leo, are you alive?
I don't. He's muted.
I don't. We're having technical difficulties with Leo.
He's quitting again.
Let's see if he rejoins. I don't think Alepere is coming.
Alepere is a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I think Alepere. I think he was probably saying something. Well, not something like that. He was probably saying that in the actual chat. Let's see. Okay, thank you. Leo is having some technical issues with his microphone. He will be getting here soon. Meanwhile, we move to Swagston. Good evening, Swagston.
Evening.
Hello. That was, I mean, I don't think you were a favorite to win or anything like that, but 6th place ends up 6 or 7. I'm not even sure at this point because it was a very, very strange, 7th. Would you say that it just,
Hey guys.
Thank you for the following.
He's alive.
Swagston, would you say that that was just a big disappointment? Did you expect more, and what went wrong?
I don't think there's. I think the first race. I mean, I was the only one that seemed to follow the move of Campione, like with 2k to go, and all of a sudden it went from 2 to 4 in an instant, and suddenly the gap didn't open out again. So I was really like more baffled by that first race. I knew it was going to be like. I think the chances of an 8-man sprint was high. Like really, I think like 95% I would have said probability. And it basically turned out that way. I think half the guys got off, but I feel like I was the only one that I was the first one to react to Campione, and unfortunately I get rewarded with 4th place. I mean,
yeah, that wasn't exactly the best outcome after you were actually the first one to follow. Were you expecting? I think most of us were. I don't know what was the feeling in the lobby, but were you expecting it to be an actual 8-man sprint? And were you surprised to see the attack that Campi did and the way it worked out well for him? Because he still got a podium out of it, I believe.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm kind of not surprised. I think it had to take a really good move. I think Leo did a good attack over the top. I think there's just too many guys to make it like completely work. I mean, I think did he still win the first one? I think he did. So it still worked out really well for him in the end. But
yeah, I mean, he still got a podium.
I think it still needed a much for that, like some sort of attack to work. I think some of us had like 4 guys on that final climb. At that point, there's no way it's becoming a sprint.
Do you
no way it's becoming.
You guys did not expect an 8-man sprint with the 8 leaders? Did you guys expect something different?
No, I think if there wasn't 30 wins, that sprint wouldn't have happened.
Okay. Sexton, we'll get back to you in a minute. We finally have our gold medalist here. Good evening, Leo Falandri. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello. First question is obviously, how does it feel to finally get the gold and not choke a big final?
Well, I had the gold yesterday, but
Yeah,
it
but
was,
in the road, this was the moment that a lot of people were waiting
yeah,
for. Does it feel that all the work put into this is worth it?
finally I'm not a trucker, so yes, I'm happy.
What would you say was the secret to your win today? Tell us about those two races, about those two different endings. Take us through what you did.
Well, I tried an attack of Salah, but I saw when Ghosty came back, it was impossible to win. So I got lucky in the two sprint today. I'm happy.
Congratulations, Leo. That was a great win. What are your expectations for the World Championship, and what do you think will happen in the rest of the Champions League? I'm not sure if you still have. I'm not sure if you still have any more finals. So if you can.
He's in all finals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I'm playing inline, but not two.
Okay.
So
Are you also aiming for the golden inline?
I think I can, but secret again.
I wish you the best of luck.
I can get the gold.
I wish you the best of luck. I think it's going to be a tougher final, a more complicated one, but I'm confident that you will do a great result. Thank you for being here and congratulations. I don't know if Frabo or Finn want to make any questions. Frabo?
No,
Leo,
Frabo.
Frabo,
have
go.
you seen what I wrote to you?
No, I saw you send me a message, but I didn't read it.
Read it in live.
Okay, read it, Leo. Let's hear the dirty secrets that Frabo has been texting you.
He told me last year I told him it's time to be world champion man, to him, and now it's me winning, so he's happy for me.
Well, I think everyone is happy for you today because we've been expecting a win from you for a long time now. A big win. It's not your first win ever, obviously.
Leo, how many messages are you receiving now?
3, 4.
Yeah.
Frabo, did you expect him to be invaded?
Some by Gabby crying. And
should we expect an appeal at any point?
Team play.
Team play?
Team play attack.
I mean, Alvizia is not in the lobby, but maybe Campione will do it. No, I'm kidding.
I watched.
Wait. Let me just see something here.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I was reading something here in the chat. I'm sorry. Leo, thank you for coming and congratulations once again. And I wish you the best of luck for inline and also the World Championship. Sorry.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, we go back to Swagson because I was gonna ask you what are your goals coming forward? What do you expect of the two finals that you still have, plus the World Championships that will come soon?
I mean, I've seen the route. I think it's going to be a bit more of a struggle than I think. I think it's not a route that certainly doesn't suit me. I think it certainly will be interesting, but I think we just have to wait and see on what happens. I think I'm going to have to adapt my game a little bit in inline and tour. I'm going to do that, I'm not sure yet, but that's something to investigate.
Do you still have ambitions for gold in this Champions League in the road?
I definitely have ambitions here. I mean, if I don't have ambitions, I would not be playing.
Indeed, that is the spirit. Thank you for coming, Swexon. One more question for Joe before we go to Carlos. Joe, there were big expectations on you, specifically for Classics, where you are known to be a very proficient player. Does this loss, is it gonna affect you going into the two remaining
No.
finals that you still have?
No, 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 no.
It's just another one traded into the trash bucket. What's the next one?
It's just another night playing PCN.
Is it really that
About
easy, or after you review the mistakes, in case you do, I expect it, so you just manage to forget it and fuck it, let's move on?
If both races were down to my skill, then maybe. If both races went like the first one, then I could see your point. But
yeah,
I
the
think
second one there was all that.
The second race, I pretty much played it as perfectly as I could.
But you had
trying to
misfortunes.
keep the puncher. The puncher actually had more energy than Stannard at the time of the puncher, so I reckon as long as he survives I think it was the Paterberg, as long as he survives that, then he's surviving the full stage.
And to close the interview, I would like to ask you, as people have set expectations that I've said about and talked about earlier, what are your ambitions going into these finals? Are you really confident that you can take gold here on the next ones?
Again, same as Maxim. Of course, I'd have the ambition to get it.
So, like Ale Perez says, you have to have that confidence. You have to go in believing in yourself. Do you believe in yourself after?
If you go in doubting yourself, then there's no real point of you actually being in the final anyway.
Indeed. Thank you, Joe. We'll go to Carlos now. Good evening. Good night, sorry, and congratulations. Bronze medal. I don't think anyone expected it on this specific day because there was a lot of hype surrounding a few other players. Do you like to think that you are happy that they were wrong and that you actually got bronze instead of others? Or did you want more? Does it feel like not enough?
Well, I mean, after winning Dwarfs, I get the bad feeling of playing back the end of Otsal, because after the race, it's very easy to think where you can where you could have done better. So even if I get the bronze medal, I mean, it's,
yes, you do. It is confirmed.
Maybe
you are bronze medalist.
In some time, just say, I took a bronze medal in the championship. That's great.
Yeah, that's.
But it's like
it's bittersweet.
I couldn't fight for the gold, so it's not the same as.
You think that you can, and we know you can do better, and you want to do better. So that's what you're saying.
Yes, I mean, people sprint early in Otsal, and I sprinted late, thinking it would be better, and obviously that didn't work.
Even so,
I mean, I was kind of counting on a slipstream, as there were too many people in the lobby in that final. So for the sprint, I was trying to count on the slipstream to try to be as high as possible, but for whatever reason, the game gave a 4-second split between groups, which I've never seen in such finals, and those who were behind didn't have a slipstream, so that's why those who sprinted early got a gap and got the win, and those who didn't, but they were fucked that way.
As Campione attacked in the first race, do you think you should have followed quicker? What do you think you could have done?
Well, maybe I should have been more
alert.
Yeah,
probably.
I didn't know the word. So well, obviously should have been more alert to those who will attack at that point. But I thought that it was so close to the sprint that no one will try to attack at that point. So I was trying to let others in front trying to benefit from the slipstream later.
Mm.
And obviously that's why
Yeah.
others followed Campione,
Indeed.
and I didn't, so that's
I
why
mean,
I lost.
I definitely understand what you were trying to do. Sometimes things just go wrong, but are you
Yeah,
confident?
I mean, in Dwarves, kind of did similar.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried to. The final kilometers are obviously very chaotic because everyone tries to attack in that flag session before the downhill finish.
Mhm.
I mean, there's so little bars and people following some people, and if you can get the attack without no one following you, that's an automatic win. So everyone tries, and I kind of tried first. So later I wasn't following others. I mean, I was just sitting on wheels instead of trying to attack more because I had less red bar than others at that point, as I attacked first in that flat. So and when others attack, and well, basically they wasted their red bars in a closer situation to the sprint than me.
In this situation you had there, I would say probably the best way would to be on Campione's wheel, because then he spends the most red bar, and you can come off as wheel. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and then later I sprinted at the top of the hill. Let's say that way, and I was next to Gabi, and obviously Gabi, I don't know if he had been chasing people or whatever, but he had less red bar than me, and that's why I won.
So you still have
race, but,
you still have one more final in the Champions League inline. Do you feel confident that you can do better here?
Yeah, I mean, I like my chances in inline. So I hope I mean I would like to get the gold medal, but
it's a slightly different
comes down to it, I wouldn't be unhappy with another medal.
It's a slightly different
obviously,
lobby, but
you
still have three other guys that were with you here in this one. You have Joe, Ale Perez, Swax, Leo 4 actually, yes. Do you think that these are the favorites, or that Pichi obviously and Tees Frank will and Tiho will have a word to say as well?
Well, obviously it's very easy to say that the Dutch guys are the underdogs in the final.
Absolutely.
I mean, no. I mean, apart from NCL guys that are kind of crazy sometimes, I don't think no one expected them to be in the final.
True.
Indeed,
I think that's very
you can be in the final, of course, if you play great in the 2 rounds, but if you had to think 8 guys before the tournament starts, no one will have picked them.
Yeah, I mean,
so the other 6, I mean, Joe, Pichi, Ale Perez, Swaxon, Leo, me. I mean, you will have us.
Yeah, a lot of people would
maybe
point
not
those
everyone
names.
as 100% sure to be in the final, but you will think of us.
Yeah, those 6
names,
I agree with you. A lot of people would point. I wouldn't say everyone, but almost everyone would point at least 3 or 4 out of those 6 names at the very least.
Yeah.
So I wish you best of luck, not only for the inline but also for the upcoming World Championships. Thank you for being here, and even though it might be a bit bittersweet, congratulations on your bronze, because it's still a very prestige medal to win in a big competition like this. So congratulations and good luck for the future.
Thanks.
Back to, let's see if we still have Joe here.
Joe's
I am.
Joe, if you could do a brief summary of the evening, what happened to all the participants, the expectations, the surprises. If you could highlight one specific thing about all of what happened this evening, what would it be?
I mean, I would say one thing, but it'd be a little bit selfish.
No, please do, please do.
Band punctures, but no.
No, I actually do agree with that. I think it's very frustrating for us as a multiplayer community trying to do as much equal as possible tournaments. That's still a big issue that we hope
Cyanide eventually deals with. But other than that, obviously, what would you highlight?
GG, Leah. Played very, very well. And Gabby and Carlos all played very, very well today, and they deserve the medals.
I think those are indeed the perfect words to close out our broadcast for this night. I thank everyone for being here. Finn, that was in studio with us, Gifiti, he was in studio with us at some points in time, and then he vanished to never be seen again, much like his track participation in the Champions League. All the guys that played, all of you watching, and of course our Moto Man Fravo, not always
You isn't already here anymore.
not always very coordinated, but guys, you want to say your goodbyes, Joe, Finn?
Goodbye,
See you,
guys.
stream.
Okay, we'll be back tomorrow for, what is tomorrow, Joe, by the way?
ITT and TTT and 200.
Oh, I have no idea if we'll be here for that or not.
Try harder day.
It's the try hard day, which usually means it's a day off for the casters, but we will be here soon for another final.
Yeah, I'm not taking a day off, fam.
We will see you soon.
Get to work.
And I wanted
Thank
to
you,
out
Swaxon.
for
Thank you for the encouragement. I do think vacation, as you're saying, is something I really
guys,
worked for. So thank you, Swaxon. I love you as well. As we close this broadcast, we remind you that we'll be back. I don't know if tomorrow, as I said, but Friday we will be back for sure. Thank you for watching. Good night to all.
good night.